Yeah, when you first have the operation and come out, it's quite a shock to the system to be able not to speak and that, but over time you get to work things out and find ways of doing things, and each day it gets better and better. And although it takes a fair bit of time, you learn how to do things and how to get around things, and your body improves, and it does adapt to the way you are. And it's surprising how resilient the body is to change things to bring you back into real life and back to normality and going outside and going to work and all this sort of thing.
When you came home, I had thought, well, let's do things as normal. And then found there were things he couldn't eat. What could he drink? Was it my fault was it something I did? All that goes through your head, everything. And it's trial and error. You have to find out what's best for them and what's best for you so that you know he's eating. Wake up and trying not to go to sleep of a night because you didn't know if he'd be awake in the morning because you couldn't hear him breathe. It's it was hard, but Keith had strength. I mean, he was quite strong, and he'd say if he didn't like anything, or say like, he'd write it down and say, no, try this, and finding that he couldn't eat things unless the food was wet or it was mushed up at first, like baby food. And then they said, well, no, he's got to be able to use and chew and just cut it into small pieces. So it was learning like you do with a baby. You start from the beginning and you work up till you become to the adult, and then you find then that things start to change again. It was coming to terms. I think you just completely shut yourself off, and you have to put yourself. You close yourself off from everything and just think, no, I've got to do this. I can't let him down. Love him too much for that. But yeah, there was a lot. I think there's going through. You're trying to get your talking thing was the worst, wasn't it? Because I'd still forget to write down, and I'd shout at him upstairs and say, "Do you want a cup of tea?" Because it was the norm. And he'd bang on the steps. Like, oh, does that mean yes or no? And in the end, I said two for no, one for yes. And we worked out a routine that way, didn't we? And you go through depression. You go through to get through the depression on both sides. We went through that. Yeah, it's a learning curve.